The oldest city in the Philippines is Cebu City, the site of the earliest European settlement in the country, established by Spanish conqueror Miguel Lopez de Legazpi in 1565. It was also here that the oldest school in the country emerged, the University of San Carlos, founded by the Spanish Jesuits on August 1, 1595. USC was formerly known as the Colegio de San Ildefonso. In 1769, it was closed upon the expulsion of the Jesuits from the Philippines. It reopened in 1783 along Martinez Street on the initiative of Bishop Mateo Joaquin de Arevalo. The University of Santo Tomas is one of the oldest existing university and holds the oldest extant university charter in the Philippines and in Asia. It was founded on April 28, 1611 by the third Archbishop of Manila, Miguel de Benavides, together with Friar Domingo de Nueva and Bernardo de Santa Catalina. It was originally conceived as a school to prepare young men for the priesthood located in Intramuros. It was first called Colegio de Nuestra Señora del Santísimo Rosario and later renamed Colegio de Santo Tomas in memory of Dominican theologian Saint Thomas Aquinas. In 1624, the Colegio was authorized to confer academic degrees in theology, philosophy, and arts. On November 20, 1645, Pope Innocent X elevated the college to the rank of a university, and in 1680 it was placed under royal patronage.
Colegio de San Juan de Letran traces its history from two schools, Colegio de Niños Huérfanos de San Juan de Letran, founded by Don Jerónimo Guerrero in 1620, and Colegio de Huérfanos de San Pedro, San Pablo, established by Brother Diego de Santa Maria, serving the same purpose and vision. The two schools were emerged in 1630 throughout its history. Colegio de San Juan de Letran has produced graduates that have made notable contribution in the society, including Philippine presidents, heroes, media personalities, and other prominent names in the field of education, literature, and sports. So this is the picture of Colegio de San Juan de Letran before and after. Santa Isabel College of Manila is one of the oldest existing colleges in the country, starting in 1632 as the all-girls school Real Colegio de Santa Isabel. The school started to accept boys in 1970 in its music department, 1995 in the lower basic education, and 2003 in upper basic education. Santa Isabel College opened its music department in 1930, being one of the pioneer schools in the country to offer the degree.
The Ateneo de Manila University began in 1859 when Spanish Jesuits established the Escuela Municipal de Manila, a public primary school established in Intramuros for the city of Manila. While primarily missionaries, they were also custodians of the Ratios Tudoreum, the system of Jesuits education formulated about 1559. The first Spanish Jesuits arrived in the country in 1581. While primarily missionaries, they were also custodians of the Ratios Tudoreum, the system of Jesuits education formulated about 1559. In 1590, they founded one of the first colleges in the Philippines, the Colegio de Manila, also known as the Colegio Seminario de San Ignacio, under the leadership of Antonio Cedeño S.J. The school formally opened in 1595. However, by the mid-18th century, Catholic colonial powers, notably France, Portugal, and Spain, had grown hostile to the Society of Jesus. The colonial powers eventually expelled the society, often quite brutally, from the realms. Jesuits had to relinquish the San Ignacio to Spanish civil authorities in 1768 upon their violent expulsions from all Spanish territories. Finally, under pressure from Catholic royalty, Pope Clement formally declared the dissolution of the Society of Jesus in 1773. Pope Pius reinstated the society in 1814 after almost 7 decades of persecution and over 4 decades of formal suppression. However, the Jesuits would not return to the Philippines until 1859, almost a century after their expulsions. American Jesuits took over administration in 1921. In 1932, under Father Richard O. Brain, third American rector, the Ateneo transferred to Padre Faura after a fire destroyed the Intramuros. Devastation hit the Ateneo campus once again during World War II. Only one structure remained standing, the statue of Saint Joseph and the child Jesus, which now stands in front of the Jesus residence in the Loyola Heights campus. Ironwork and statuary salvage from the Ateneo ruins have since been incorporated into various existing Ateneo buildings. Some examples are the Ateneo monograms on the gates of the Loyola Heights campus, the iron grillwork on the ground floor of Xavier Hall, and the statue of Immaculate Conception displayed at the University Archive. Even the Ateneo campus had been destroyed, the university survived. Following the American liberation, the Ateneo de Manila reopened temporarily in Plaza Gipit in Sampaloc. The Padre Faura campus reopened in 1946 with Conset huts serving as buildings among the campus. In 1952, the university led by Father William Masterson moved most of its units to its present Loyola Heights campus. Controversy surrounded by the decision. An Ateneo Jesuit supposedly said that only the children of Tarzan would study in the new campus, but over the years, the Ateneo in Loyola Heights has become the center of a dynamic community. The Padre Faura campus continued to house professional schools until 1967. The Padre Faura campus was closed in 1967. A year after the university opened a new campus for its professional schools in Salcedo Village, in the bustling business district of Makati. In October 1998, the university completed the construction of a bigger site of the Ateneo Professional Schools at Rockwell in Makati. Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion de la Concordia, simply Concordia College, is a Catholic school institution of learning located in Pedro Hill, Paco, Manila, in the Philippines. The college was founded in 1868 and is run by Daughters of Charity of St. Vincent de Paul. Concordia College prospered towards the end of the 19th century with an upward enrollment. Among its well-known students was Maria Paz Mendoza Guazon, the first Filipino woman doctor who was also an educator, a writer, and a feminist. Although her studies at the college was interrupted by the revolution, she was able to resume her studies until she transferred to the American School in 1901. The Colegio de Inmaculada Concepcion de la Concordia, simply Concordia College, is a Catholic school institution of learning located in Pedro Hill, Paco, Manila, in the Philippines. The college was founded in 1868 and is run by Daughters of Charity of St. Vincent de Paul. Concordia College prospered towards the end of the 19th century with an upward enrollment. Among its well-known students was Maria Paz Mendoza Guazon, the first Filipino woman doctor who was also an educator, a writing, and a feminist. Also, her studies at the college were interrupted by the revolution. She was able to resume her studies until she transferred to the American school. Other notable students were Santa Mina, Soledad, and Olympia, sisters of Philippine national hero Jose Rizal and his two loves, Segunda Katigbak and Leonor Rivera.
Destileria Lim Tuaco was established by a Chinese immigrant born of a merchant family in Amoy, China. Lim Tuaco sailed for the Philippines in 1850 with the blessings of the Chinese emperor. He was then 36 years old and he was a Mandarin trained in martial arts. But Lim Tuaco was also a merchant and had in his possession a secret formula for medicinal wine that has been with his family for 5 generations. He set up a distillery at 135 Bandara Street, Binondo, the Chinese quarter of the city, beside the Pasig River, and began producing Vino de Chino, a bitter-sweet brew derived from a variety of Chinese herbs. In 1834, founding partners Domingo Roxas and Antonio de Ayala established Casa Roxas, investing the bulk of its assets in a distillery, which is considered the country's first industry. In 1851, El Banco Español Filipino de Isabel II, precursor of the Bank of the Philippine Islands, is the first bank in the Philippines. 1888, tramcars, the country's first public mass transportation system, is introduced and operated by Jacobos Obel y Zangronas. 1948, Joseph McMicken creates the Ayala Master Plan, the blueprint for today's premier Makati business, commercial and residential district and the inspiration for many integrated communities.
Ang mga kumpanya na ipapakita ko sa inyo ay lumawak na sa Pilipinas kahit hindi pa mataas ang antas natin sa teknolohiya o kaya sa panahon ng makabagong kagamitan. Sa kasalukuyan, patuloy pa rin may mga bagong kumpanya ang narerehistro sa Philippine Business Registry kada taon. Kaya halika kayo at kilalanin ang ilan sa mga pinakalumang kumpanya na lumago sa Pilipinas. Number 5. Benguet Corporation. Ang ikalimang pinakalumang kumpanya sa Pilipinas ay ang Benguet Corporation. Noong panahon kasi na na-colonize na tayo ng mga Amerikano, hinihikayat ng gobyerno ng Amerika na tuklasin ang mayaman nating kalupaan na puno ng likas na yaman. Kaya noong 1903, 3 Amerikano ang nagpatayo ng kanilang business na tinatawag na Benguet Mining. Para sa ganoon ay mapakinabangan na nila ang natatago nating yaman sa kalupaan ng Northern Luzon Province. Ang pagmimina ng panahon na ito ay small scale lamang at sa pamamagitan ng Benguet Gold Mines, nakagawa at napakilala na rin tayo sa makabagong paraan ng pagmimina sa sektor ng Pilipinas. Pagkalipas ng ilang dekada ng paglago ng kumpanya, marahil sa madami nilang nakuha na gold, copper at nickel at iba pang mga minerals, ang Benguet Gold Mines ay nagpalawak na din ng kanilang base of operation, mapa-Visayas man at Mindanao. Maliban sa pagmimina na main financial source nito, ang Benguet Corporation din ay napasok na ang healthcare, logistics at real estate industry. Number 4. The Manila Times. Pamilyar naman kayo sa The Manila Times, di ba? Madalas mo nakikita ang pangalan nila sa mga dyaryo. Ang The Manila Times ay naging isa sa mga nangungunang driving force ng journalismo sa Pilipinas. Sinimulan ito ng isang American businessman na si Thomas Gowan noong 1898 at ito din ang kauna-unahang news bulletin na naghahatid ng English news sa Pilipinas. Sa mga unang dekada ng pagpapatayo nito, ang kumpanya na to ay nakaranas ng maraming pagbabago ng may-ari ng kumpanya. Ang katunayan, kahit mismo si President Manuel L. Quezon ay naging isa sa mga may-ari nito sa panandaliang panahon. Naghinto din sa operasyon ang newspaper publication na ito noong 1930 at bumalik ito sa circulation nung natapos na ang giyera na hawak ng Roses family hanggang sa panahon ng martial law. Pagkalipas ulit ng bagong transisyon, muli itong nahinto noong 1999 at muling nagpatuloy ito noong 2001 hanggang sa kasalukuyan sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni Dante Ang. Number 3. San Miguel Corporation. Kahit anong gawin mo o kahit nasaan ka man, makakahanap ka pa rin siguro ng isang produkto na gawa ng San Miguel Corporation. Dahil nga naman, ito ang pinakamalaki na public traded food and beverage na corporation hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas kundi sa ibang parte din ng Southeast Asia. Nagsimula pa ito noong 1890 bilang brewery ng world-famous na San Miguel Beer. Ini-export ito papunta sa Shanghai, Hong Kong at Hawaii nung papasok pa lamang ang 20th century. Kaya ginagawa itong pinakasikat na beer sa Pilipinas. Kalaunan nag-expand na din ang kanilang lawak ng operation at pinasok ang food industry at ibang non-food industry tulad ng power, utilities, mining, energy, tollways at airport. Noong 2013 lamang, nai-report ng kumpanya na to na umabot ang kanilang revenue ng $1.195 billion o mahigit 59 billion pesos. Number 2, Destileria Limtoaco. Ang Destileria Limtoaco ay ang pinakalumang distillery dito sa Pilipinas. Nagsimula ang kanilang storya noong 1850 kung saan may isang pamilya ng mga mangangalakal mula sa China ang lumaot papunta sa Pilipinas. Pinamunuan ito ni Lim Tuaco. Pagkalipas ng 2 taon, nagbukas sila ng isang tindahan sa Binondo at nagbenta ng medicinal wine na sinabing nakakatulong sa pag-alsa ng stamina. Ang medicinal wine na ito na kilala bilang Shoktong ay tuluyang naging sikat sa mga Pilipino at naging termino ito sa kahit anumang klase ng medicinal wine. Kahit sa maraming gulo at kaganapan na naidulot ng Philippine Revolution at World War II, ang Destileria Limtoaco ay nasurvive mula sa abo ng mga digmaan. Nag-modernize sila ng mga kanilang mga kagamitan at nagpakilala ng mga makabagong produkto sa mga Pilipino. Sa kasalukuyan, ang Destileria Limtoaco ay gumagawa ng maraming klase ng inumin at alak sa Filipino market sa ilalim ng supervision ni Olivia Limpeao. Siya lang naman ang ikalimang henerasyon ng mga master blenders na naghatid ng medicinal wine ngayon dito sa bansa natin. Number 1, Ayala Corporation. Ang syudad ng Makati ay hindi magiging mayaman kung di dahil sa Ayala Corporation. Pero di alam ng karamihan na ang kumpanya na ito ay umiiral na bago pa ito naging isang multi-billion conglomerate. Nagsimula ang lahat noon sa isang maliit na bayan na tinatawag na Ayala sa Espanya. Nakatira dito si Antonio de Ayala at nakipag-team up siya kay Domingo Rojas para magbuo sila ng samahan para pasukin ang industriya ng agrikultura, manufacturing, trading, mining at distillery sa Pilipinas. Kalaunan, ang partnership na ito ay nag-expand para gumawa ng mga tulay, tramway services at marami pang iba. Pagkalipas din ng World War II, mas lumago pa ang kanilang kumpanya at nagpalawak din sila ng kanilang base of operation. Sa kasalukuyan, ang Ayala Corporation ay may malaking hawak na real estate, banking, telecommunication, utilities, healthcare, automotive at business process outsourcing. At yun lang naman ang ilan sa mga pinakalumang kumpanya sa Pilipinas. Nagustuhan mo ba ang video na to? Subukan mo rin panoorin ang pinakambilis na kotse sa buong mundo. I-click mo lang yung thumbnail ito at maraming salamat sa panonood.
Kumpanya na mula pa sa panahon ng mga Kastila at nag-ooperate hanggang ngayon? Pag-uusapan natin ang pinakamatandang mga kumpanya sa Pilipinas. What's up, Infomarkers? Bagong lahat, paka-like ng video na ito at kung bago ka pa lang sa ating channel, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at pindutin ang notification bell para maging updated po kayo sa mga videos na i-upload natin. Wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa, simulan na natin. Ang pagsipa ng bilang ng mga nagpaparegister na businesses sa bansa ay pumalo na sa 1.42 million mula sa 1.39 million na record noong 2018. Indikasyon nito na paganda ang takbo ng ating ekonomiya dahil mas marami ang naiinganyo na sumubok na magbukas ng negosyo o magtayo ng kumpanya. Sa video na ito ay pag-uusapan natin ang iilan sa pinakamatandang mga kumpanya sa Pilipinas na magpahanggang sa ngayon ay nag-ooperate pa rin. Una, Destileria Limtoaco. Pamilyar ka ba sa Shoktong? Kung medyo may edad ka na, talaga namang alam mo ang inumin na ito. Ang Destileria Limtoaco ay isang kumpanya na itinayo noong 1852 mula sa isang mangangalakal o merchant na si Lim Tuaco. Siya ay galing China at lumuwas papuntang Maynila noong 1850. Nag-open siya ng isang shop sa Binondo na nagbebenta ng isang medicinal wine na nagpapalakas daw ng stamina. Ang tinda na ito ay tinatawag nga na Shoktong na hanggang ngayon ay pwede pa rin mabili sa merkado. Kahit na nagdaan ng World War, hindi pa rin nagpatinag ang kumpanya at nagbukas uli ito pagkatapos ng digmaan at nag-o-offer na ng mas maraming mga inumin o brews. Pangalawa, alam kong alam mo to, Ayala Corporation. Alam natin na sobrang laki ng kumpanya na ito sa kasalukuyan. Ang kumpanya na ito ay sobrang tanda na dahil ito ay itinayo mula pa noong 1834. Ibig sabihin, ito ay 186 years old na. Ang kumpanya ay tinayo ni Antonio de Ayala na mula sa maliit na bayan na Ayala sa bansang Spain. Kasama ni si Domingo Rojas na nag-establish ng isang venture na nagfo-focus sa agriculture, manufacturing, mining at distillery. Kalaunan, ang partnership na ito ay na-expand sa mga negosyo sa paggawa ng tulay, mga tramway services at iba pa. Pagkatapos ng World War, mas lumaki pa ang Ayala Corporation. Sa ngayon, ang Ayala Corporation ay nasa real estate, banking, telecommunications, utilities, healthcare, automotive, BPOs at marami pang iba. Pangatlo, saksi ang kumpanya na ito sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, The Manila Times. Isa ito sa pinakamatanda rin na kumpanya sa Pilipinas. Ito ay tinatag noong 1898. Ito ay sinimulan ng isang American businessman, Thomas Gowan, noong 1898 at ito nga ang pinakaunang na-establish na pahayagan sa bansa. Ang unang dekada ng Manila Times ay ang siyang panahon rin na napalitan ng may-ari nito. Ito ay naging pagmamay-ari ng nooy Philippine President na si Manuel L. Quezon. Ang publication ay nahinto noong 1930 at bumalik sa sirkulasyon pagkatapos ng digmaang pandaigdig. Ito naman ay nahinto noong panahon ng martial law at pagkatapos ng ilang period of transitions, ito ay tumigil sa operasyon noong 1999. Pagkatapos noon, muli na namang na-revive noong taong 2001 under sa management ni Dan Tia. At ikapa sa ating listahan ni Infomarkers, Benguet Corporation. Marahil hindi mo narinig ito or siguro nalaman mo na pero hindi natin alam na ang kumpanya na ito ay itinayo noong 1903 pa. Ibig sabihin nito, ang Benguet Corporation ay 117 years old na. Noong panahon ng mga Amerikano sa bansa, ang US government ay nanghihikayat na i-explore ang yamang lupa o mineral resources ng Pilipinas. At ito nga ang pagmimina. Noong 1903, tatlong Amerikano ang nagtayo ng tinatawag ngayon na Benguet Corporation na nagmimina sa norte. Hindi pa masyadong malaki ang industriya ng pagmimina noon, pero ang Benguet Corporation ay nag-introduce na ng mga modernong mga processes sa pagmimina. Pagkatapos ng ilang dekada, lumakas ang industriya ng pagmimina dahil sa pagsipa o expansion o pag-boom ng gold, nickel, copper at iba pang minerals, kaya ang kumpanya ang nag-explore sa iba pang bahagi ng bansa. Ngayon, nasa healthcare, logistics at real estate na rin na industries ang naturang kumpanya. At ang panghuli sa ating listahan Infomarkers ay ang San Miguel Corporation. Talaga nga namang manginginom ang mga Pinoy. Ang San Miguel Corporation ay itinatag noon pang 1890. Ibig sabihin nito, ang San Miguel Corporation ay nasa 110 years old na. Ang San Miguel Corporation ay hindi lang pinakamalaki na publicly traded na food and beverage corporation sa Pinas, kundi sa buong Southeast Asia. Noong 1890, bilang isang brewery ng world-famous na San Miguel Beer, nagsimulang mag-export ang kumpanya sa Shanghai, Hong Kong at sa Hawaii noong pagsisimula ng 20th century. Ang mga kumpanya na ito ay iilan lamang sa mga marami pang oldest companies dito sa Pilipinas. Kung may alam ka pa, pwede mong i-comment sa ibaba. That's all for this video, Infomarkers. See you again next time.